And the last thing I'm going to do tonight is we're going to review a little bit more out of Genesis. I've went through chapters 1 through 16. Now we're going to do 17 through 22. So in Genesis 17, God promises Abraham a son, and we know that him and Sarah, they laughed about it. Sarah laughed about it. Her name at this time is Sarai instead of Sarah. Okay, spelled different too. It's Sarai, and instead of Shr or Sarah. But his name's supposed to be Isaac. But we see Abraham and Sarah takes it into their own hands. We see Sarah's maid bear a son, and his name is Ishmael. That's also Abraham's son, but it's not what God promised them. So we see Abraham and Sarah try to do things their own way, and it messes up. And ain't that kind of like us? When we do things our own way, we mess it up, and instead of letting God do it the right way, letting us do it the right way to begin with, that's how things get messed up, is we don't do them God's way. Then we see Abraham and Sarah wasn't young people, at this time. Abraham was 100 and Sarah was 90. Sarah laughs and denies it, and then we see the wicked cities of Sodom and Gomorrah and how God is about to have his way with them. Fire and brimstone down from heaven. Then as Abraham and Sarah sent Lot to safety, as God said, and they smote the men with blindness there. I mean, there was a lot of homosexuality going on at these places, and God had had enough of their abomination to him. Later we see Lot escapes to the safety in the woods. In verse 26, Lot's wife looked back to sin and turned to salt. Looking back at Sodom and Gomorrah, known for homosexuality and the things of abomination unto God. Okay. Then we see Abraham deceives Abimelech. 21, Sarah conceives and after laughing and bears Isaac, just as God promised, and God made a nation out of Ishmael too, for he was also the seed of Abraham, and Hagar was the maiden. In 22, which is the last chapter, Abraham, we see God tells Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. So he carries Isaac up onto this mountain in the land of Moriah, and here Abraham's faith is put to the test. So he carries him up and lays him on the wood to sacrifice, but as God always does, God provides, and he provides a ram here, so Abraham doesn't have to sacrifice Isaac. It was a faith test to see if he'd actually do it, how faithful he would be to God. And the ram was stuck in the thickets, and this is where we see God test the faith of Abraham, just to see how much he fears him. So that's all for review in Genesis, and we'll catch y'all up on some more later. Y'all have a good night. God bless.